seeing from the offensive line, they seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's given us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Play action now. Levis taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. This is Homer. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he is caught. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, Those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Now Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Watson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Paul on a give up the middle. Ooh, the juke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now. And he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Levis on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. On the move to his left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third down and 13. Now Tannehill looks to change things up. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. On first down, Levis. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is taken in at the 5. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Tannehill on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you
touchdown, Chargers. Takedown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brandon Williams there on the pass rush. Give him the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd down. Here's Levis. This will be caught at about the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Breece Hall with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The throw over the middle taken in and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play.
There he goes, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. To the air again, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Here you go.
And now a sneak, Tannehill. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19.
From near the goal line, here's Levis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. deep in their own territory. They look to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Tannehill's throw taken in by Palmer. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Tight right.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, Tannehill.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Tannehill throwing again. Looking downfield for Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis now off of play action.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Eason going to try and throw for it.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Levis to throw it.
And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The drive will start with an option going left. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and it was their defense.